I'm here with Andy. Andy, yesterday you presented on EMMES. What's EMMES?
EMMES is the European market monitor on energy storage. It's a 6-monthly report that we have developed in collaboration with the Energy Association for Storage of Energy, EMMES, who are running this fantastic conference today.
And you shared yesterday a number of the findings based on various markets. There was commercial, there was residential, whatever. Can you explain how you guys come up with all this data and how often?
Yeah, we update this research on an ongoing basis, but we publish the EMMES report every 6 months or so. So the next version, EMMES 3, will be probably published in early 2019. We work closely with all of the members of EMMES and many other stakeholders in the industry to understand what companies on the ground developing projects, selling storage into customers' homes or businesses today are actually experiencing in the market. So it's very evidence-based view on the latest trends and developments in the sector, and it's a very positive view, if I may say, that actually the market's growing very rapidly at the moment. It's doubled in size in the last 2 years in Europe, and our latest forecast is for the market to double in size over the next 2 years. So the European market today is probably the largest market globally in terms of electrical energy storage.
Wow. And given the pace of innovation and change and business models and regulations, you guys might have to start publishing this every couple of months as opposed to 6 months.
Yeah, we had a discussion as to whether it was quarterly or 6 monthly, and we decided 6 monthly was enough, but actually based on the event today and things I've heard today, things are moving really quickly. So, there's a lot of policy decisions going to be made in the next few months in Europe and national level. Heard from Spanish presenters today, Italian presenters today. They could be the next hotspots for the European energy storage market. Developments in France, in Ireland is a very exciting market as well. So you can look across Europe, and actually there's a range of different developments happening quite quickly. And what's interesting is the different trends in the front of the meter space and behind the meter space. The front.
They're different.
Absolutely, the front of the meter space remains the largest part of the market, and it's driven by national factors, big tenders, relatively small number of big projects. But actually, the behind the meter space is really interesting because people are developing compelling propositions for customers now. In Germany, there's probably over 100,000 batteries installed in customers' homes today.
Already
100,000. Now, the economics of that aren't fantastic, but many customers really value the comfort that they get, the security of supply, the ability to use their own PV generation in their own home, being part of a community. So there are some really interesting motivating factors for customers, and we see those kind of drivers are starting to appear in other markets as well across Europe.
Okay, so it's back to the customer derives value out of that. It may not be your standard economic value, but they see a benefit.
Absolutely. It's not, obviously money's important.
Money helps.
Money helps, but there are other motivating factors for many types of customers as well. And the commercial and industrial market is a really small part of the market today.
Right.
It's really starting to grow actually, and starting to become established. Many companies, have CSR policies where they're trying to be as green as they can. But actually, the economics of those types of projects, so we're talking SME or commercial, industrial companies, the attractiveness of actually putting in storage now to manage, for example, peak load or to reduce the costs of energy supply to their facilities is actually starting to become quite attractive and viable on an economic basis. So on any front, really, you can look at storage and think, wow, this is going somewhere.
No, it's been an eye-opener to be here in terms of the scope, the depth, the different use cases. And they're all different, and they're all got their own nuances and whatever. Yeah. And then you add in stacking different, what you call individual services, because you do one asset and you start layering stuff on top because you do frequency control, whatever, right? It is an interesting time in the energy storage business.
And what's been great about this event actually is it's not all been about lithium-ion batteries. There's a load of other technologies out there that have a role to play. And this event, I think, has really recognised that. So, really exciting times ahead. And I think the EMMES 3 report, which will get published early next year, I'm based on today, I think actually the forecast for the next 2 years will probably be revised upwards, is my guess. So, I'd be very interested to go through that process in the next month.
Wow. Thank you very much.
Okay, pleasure.